Okay, so my next review. By the way, these intro song things, if you guys like them, please comment, let me know down below. Otherwise, I won't do them. We'll just go right to the reviews. Um, Reviews. I still have to learn how to pronounce that correctly. Um, okay, so to cut to the crap, today's review is going to be inside Llewyn Davis. Now, this movie I was looking forward to a lot because the previews look good, even though I didn't know what the movie was about because pretty much the preview that I saw on demand was just a lot of quotes saying this is like the best movie of the year, that the Coen brothers were at the top of their game, just saying that it was all around an amazing movie, even though I had no idea what it was about, other than it was probably about a folk singer because there was folk music being played, and yeah, so. Another reason why I was looking forward to this movie was because my cousin, his name is Jonathan. His alias or his nickname is Johnny Five. So it would be really cool to see where they took his character in this, if they made him into a character. All I knew is that there's a character in this movie called Johnny Five, and that the Coen Brothers based the character off my cousin. So I was looking forward to just even that alone, just to see that what would take place there. Also, before I get into my review, I want to just mention that this is what Rotten Tomatoes says that, or what they summarized the movie, when they have that little summary after the tomato score. So Rotten Tomatoes says at 95%, smart, funny, profoundly melancholy, inside Llewyn Davis finds the Coen brothers in fine form. That's a paraphrase, I think. Now, I agree with some of that. Yes, there are moments that are smart. There are moments that the whole movie is very melancholy. If I can pronounce that right, I'm a little sick, but melancholy. There we go. Okay, so I don't even know if I pronounced it right still, but the point being is that this movie does have a sense. It's not a very positive, uplifting movie. It's very boring. Things happen to this guy, and I understand that it's supposed to be about this guy's life and things he does on a daily basis, and how he might have had some things happen to him in the past. You get to learn a little bit why he is the way he is, but there's a lot of slow periods of no talking whatsoever. And if they're talking, you don't really know what they're talking about, or it's not very deep. I guess it's supposed to be more of like a feel kind of movie, like an artsy, like mood. And if you just dig music in general, there is good music. One of the pluses in this movie I can say is that all the folk singing, the singing and the guitar playing are very well done, and there's a lot of talent in those departments for this movie. Also, Justin Timberlake's in the movie. That was a plus. I thought his role was one of the more interesting ones. He brings a little bit of energy to the role, and also his singing's great. He's up there with the other greats. Whoever, I don't know if the actors actually sing their roles, but if they didn't, they did a good job of singing. So, more about this movie that I was very disappointed with, because the Coen brothers are awesome directors. They've made No Country for Old Men, Fargo, just to name two off the top of my head after their whole catalog of movies these guys make. And also because, like I said, I wanted to see my cousin's character in the movie, and I won't give that away. But I was also disappointed with that too, in a sense. I wanted to see more of it, I guess. Of his character, so he wasn't in as much as I hoped, but I'm still thrilled that the Coen brothers thought highly enough of my cousin to actually want to name a character off him, or to even base a character off him. I think so. I think it was based. At least I hope it was. But anyway, so to summarize this review, because it's getting a little long, I guess what really made this movie not work, when I say it goes nowhere, the point that I'm trying to make is that even though the movie is about a guy struggling, financially, and he's basically living couch to couch, the movie just ends leaving you thinking, like, what was the point of all that? I mean, I get it's like looking at someone that has a shitty life, or at least it's not going as happily as it could be, and it just kind of goes right back to where it came from, right where it started, but just it didn't learn anything in the whole process. There's not really any character development, and it's just boring. Well, most of the stuff that happens, you're not interested at all, or you're just, I couldn't stop thinking about what time it was when I was watching this movie. I wanted to just see what I was going to do next. So anyway, it's the Coen brothers. It's well directed, at least. They shot it pretty well. It looks really good. It feels cinematic at times. It feels like a good, well-made, mechanically speaking, or technically speaking, mechanically. technically speaking, it seems pretty sound, but the meat of the movie, the thing that makes you care, just wasn't there. You know, you have a little bit of empathy for this main character because you learn about why he maybe, you learn something that happens to him, and and he also has feelings like a normal human being. But I just wanted more. I wish there was just more to invest myself in, and especially make situations a little bit more interesting and not just random, or to have a clever, witty way of looking at it. I just wanted to be more engaged, I guess. So to give this review a grade, I would give it a D. Solely for the craftsmanship of the directing, which was pretty good. They did the best they could with the material, even if they wrote it. I mean, it looks nice at least. The music is a plus, so it gets credit for that. The acting's great, but everything else about the movie I didn't like, so that's why it gets a D. And as you can see, there is no Joey in the Pouch. My first review that I'm not recommending, um, unless you're a diehard Coen Brothers fan. But even they've made some duds in the past too. So it's hit and miss sometimes with them. But if you dig folk music, you might like this. Other than that, skip it or wait till it's if it's at Redbox, for $1, in rainy day. I guess if you want to have a laugh at just how absurd this movie is, then it's worth it, or it could be worth it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.